Top 10 foods that make gout worse. Avoid these now, doctor explains. Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Ethan Clark, a board-certified internal medicine specialist with over 20 years of experience treating chronic diseases, especially those linked to diet and lifestyle. If you or someone you love is battling gout, you already know how painful and unpredictable this condition can be. From the sudden, fiery swelling in the middle of the night to the deep joint stiffness that lingers for days, gout is not just painful, it's disabling. But here's the truth, most people don't know. You may be unknowingly feeding your gout every single day, right from your plate. Today I'm going to walk you through the top 10 foods that make gout worse, and why they do. I'll explain how they affect your uric acid levels, what side effects they cause, and most importantly, what you can do instead. Stick with me until the end and I'll reveal one powerful food that helps lower uric acid naturally and can bring relief to your joints. Let's begin. Section 1. What is gout, really? Brief scientific context. Gout is a type of inflammatory arthritis caused by elevated uric acid levels in the blood, a condition called hyperuricemia. When uric acid builds up, it forms needle-like crystals in the joints, most often the big toe, ankles, knees, elbows, and fingers. This leads to inflammation, severe pain, redness, and swelling. Now, uric acid is a natural waste product. Your body produces it when it breaks down substances called purines, which are found in your body and in many foods. Normally, uric acid dissolves in your blood, passes through your kidneys, and exits through urine. But when you consume too many purines or when your kidneys fail to eliminate uric acid efficiently, it accumulates and causes problems. And that's where diet comes in. Let's look at the worst offenders, the foods that fuel the fire of gout. They're the one, red meat. Red meat is loaded with purines. When you consume large portions of beef, lamb, or pork, your body breaks down these purines into uric acid. But that's not all. Red meats are also high in saturated fats, which may slow uric acid excretion from the kidneys. Side effects: elevated uric acid levels, increased gout flare frequency, kidney strain due to excess purine breakdown, inflammation that worsens joint swelling. Doctor's advice: swap red meat with plant-based proteins like lentils or beans in moderation. Limit red meat to no more than 1-2 servings a week. Opt for white meats like chicken breast, which are lower in purines. 9-2 show, shellfish and seafood, shrimp, crab, lobster, anchovies, sardines. Seafood is deceptively healthy for the average person, but not for gout sufferers. Shellfish like shrimp and lobster and oily fish like anchovies and sardines are extremely high in purines. Side effects: sudden onset of severe joint pain, crystal deposits in small joints like toes and fingers, persistent inflammation, increased risk of tophi, hardened uric acid lumps under the skin. Doctor's advice: avoid high purine fish like anchovies, mackerel, and herring. If you must eat seafood, opt for salmon, which is lower in purines and rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3s. 8 food, 3 organ meats, liver, kidneys, sweetbreads. Organ meats are among the highest sources of purines known to man. Even a small serving can cause a sharp increase in uric acid. Side effects: gout attacks within hours of consumption. Long-term joint damage if consumed regularly. Potential for uric acid kidney stones. Doctor's advice: completely eliminate organ meats from your diet. Replace with plant-based iron sources like spinach, lentils, and fortified cereals if you're worried about nutrition. 7. Food. 4. Alcohol, especially beer and spirits. Alcohol interferes with the body's ability to eliminate uric acid, especially beer, which contains its own purines from brewer's yeast. Spirits like whiskey and vodka also promote uric acid retention in the kidneys. Side effects: dehydration, which concentrates uric acid in the blood. Gout flares within 24 hours of consumption. Higher chance of chronic kidney disease in gout patients. Doctor's advice: avoid beer entirely. Limit alcohol to special occasions and always hydrate thoroughly. Try sparkling water with lime or non-alcoholic mocktails as substitutes. 6. Food. 5. Sugary drinks, soda and sweetened juices. Sugary beverages contain fructose, a type of sugar that doesn't just add calories, it also stimulates uric acid production in the liver. Fructose is metabolized differently than glucose, and that metabolism leads to a surge in uric acid. Side effects: sharp spikes in uric acid levels, increased fat storage leading to obesity, a gout risk factor, higher blood pressure and insulin resistance, which impair kidney function. Doctor's advice: ditch sodas and sports drinks. Drink plain water, infused waters, or tea with no added sugar. For sweetness, use small amounts of stevia or monk fruit. 5. Food. 6. Processed foods, chips, pastries, microwave meals. These foods are a triple threat, high in refined carbohydrates, saturated fats, and hidden sugars, all of which exacerbate gout. They also contain chemical preservatives and additives that can put extra stress on the liver and kidneys. Side effects: slower uric acid excretion, increased systemic inflammation, weight gain, and metabolic syndrome. Doctor's advice: cook meals at home using fresh ingredients. Replace chips with unsalted nuts or veggie sticks. Choose whole foods like brown rice, oats, and steamed vegetables. 4. Food was 7. White bread and refined grains. Refined grains may be low in purines, but they cause blood sugar spikes, promote inflammation, and contribute to weight gain, a major gout trigger. Side effects: inflammation in weight-bearing joints, knees, feet. Poor kidney function over time. Increased insulin resistance, making it harder to clear uric acid. Doctor's advice: replace white bread and white rice with whole grain alternatives like quinoa, brown rice, barley, and oats. Look for labels that say 100% whole grain. 3 foods. 8. High-fat dairy products. Cream, full-fat cheese, and whole milk are high in saturated fats, which interfere with uric acid elimination. Side effects: increases in systemic inflammation, joint stiffness and flare-ups, weight gain that worsens gout severity. Doctor's advice: choose low-fat or fat-free dairy instead. Yogurt, especially Greek yogurt, can be a great protein-rich alternative. 2. Food. 9. High-fructose fruits, especially dried fruits. Fruits like bananas, grapes, apples, and dried fruits like raisins contain high levels of fructose, which, as discussed earlier, boost uric acid production. Side effects: mild to moderate uric acid elevation. Gout flares in fructose-sensitive individuals. Bloating and gastrointestinal discomfort. Doctor's advice: limit fruit intake to 2 servings a day. Favor berries, cherries, or citrus fruits, which are lower in fructose and have anti-inflammatory benefits. 1 food. 10. Coffee-flavored drinks and energy beverages. Coffee itself may have benefits for gout, but many coffee beverages today are loaded with sugar, cream, and flavoring syrups, turning them into inflammatory bombs. Energy drinks also contain caffeine, sugar, and stimulants that stress your kidneys and raise uric acid levels. Side effects: dehydration and reduced uric acid excretion. Blood pressure spikes. Triggered gout attacks due to sudden uric acid shifts. Doctor's advice: stick with black coffee or green tea. Avoid frappes, lattes with syrups, and energy shots. Bonus: 1 food that fights gout: tart cherries. Yes, tart cherries have been shown in multiple studies to lower uric acid levels and reduce the frequency of gout attacks. They contain anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation and help reduce crystal formation in joints. Doctor's advice: drink tart cherry juice, unsweetened, regularly. or eat a small handful of fresh or frozen tart cherries daily. Final words from the doctor. If you're living with gout, I want you to remember this: you are not helpless. Yes, gout is painful. Yes, it can disrupt your life, but your diet is one of the most powerful tools you have. By avoiding these 10 foods and embracing anti-inflammatory whole food choices, you can reduce your flare-ups, ease your joint pain, and take back control of your life. Make these changes today. Your joints will thank you tomorrow. I'm Dr. Ethan Clark. Thank you for watching. For more science-backed health tips, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Comment below if you'd like me to cover natural supplements, gout-friendly meal plans, or answer your personal health questions in future videos.